These ladies are on their way to the movies. So what would you say was the sexiest scene you ever saw in a movie?
Absolutely, with Ellen Barkin and Dennis Quaid in The Big Easy. I came out of the movie, the guy with the other couple said, what did he do to make her do that?
Love affair, I love the second
Annette Bening and
Yes.
Warren Beatty?
Yes, they found each other again. It was beautiful.
Do you remember the first time you saw a movie Kiss?
Oh, absolutely. It was Sandra Dee and Troy Donahue in Summer Place. My mother just had a fit that I had seen that movie. If you love movies, call CineMax at 1-800-258-6000.
I'm a huge fan of those neato 60s beach party movies.
Take a blanket, made for two now.
And a boy and a girl.
That's a game for me and you now. Yeah, let's give it a whirl.
The ones where everyone is dancing in their bathing suits, soaking up the sun, and speaking that weird lingo they thought was cool.
A hot dog's a surfer, potato bug.
Yeah! They're all starring Annette Funicello and Frankie Avalon.
I knew we had something in common.
Not only that, but they've got a classic cast of characters. Check out young, skinny Stevie Wonder, Buddy Hackett, Don Rickles, Buster Keaton, Linda Evans, who this was certainly before Dynasty, Donna Lauren, Peter Lorre, Vincent Price, the original Gidget, and Paul Lynde. Now I know how he got his job on Hollywood Squares.
Come on, Big Daddy. Give us the word.
It's a beach party every Sunday at noon in September. Retro style.
I wonder who thought of this wonderful surprise.
CineMax did, of course. When we talk about our favorite movies, we're really talking about the scenes we love. Here's one to watch for.
I always laugh my head off at that scene in Airplane 2 where William Shatner shows up as the nutty moonbase commander.
What have you found?
All I found is that these red lights keep moving back and forth. Aside from that, this thing seems to have no other function whatsoever, sir.
That's impossible. It must have some sort of function. I mean, why would the government put all that money into a thing with red lights that keep going back and forth? Doesn't make any sense. Keep working on it.
Sir, these lights keep blinking out of sequence, sir.
I see.
What should we do about it, sir?
Get them to blink in sequence.
You.
Rorschach, what do you got?
Well, we've run these tests, sir. Thank you, Rorschach. What do you make of these, Captain?
It's a bird, it's a cow, it's a horse with a hat on it.
Sir, I pulled Ted Stryker's record.
And?
I don't think you're gonna like it.
God, that's worse than I thought.
Sir? They should hit our atmosphere in about 3 minutes. How do you want to play it?
I want a 6-foot trench dug around the entire base. Fill it with gasoline.
Sir!
You.
Yes, sir.
Get the women and children to the lower shelters. Contact the Japanese ambassador. Sir. Rorschach!
Yes, sir.
Get me a complete file on everyone who's seen The Sound of Music more than 4 times.
Yes, sir.
On second thought, kill those orders. Downscope. Fate can play a strange game sometimes, Lieutenant.
Fate, sir?
Stryker wipes out his entire squadron over Macho Grande. Now those people's lives up there are in his hands. I guess irony can be pretty ironic sometimes. But it's his ship now. He's the top dog. A big man. Numero uno, honcho. The head cheese. Just hope he has the right stuff. Upscope.
He blew up the Enterprise once, too. Those people are screwed.
The scenes we love. They're what our favorite movies are made of.
You know, La Bamba will probably go down in history as having one of the best movie soundtracks of all time. But I also like this movie because it captures the 50s so well. I mean, the clothes, the cars, the dancing. It's so happy days with reality check. And I was constantly torn over which brother I liked best. Good guy Lou Diamond Phillips or bad guy Esai Morales. But in the end, I really like this movie because I really dig the bike. No, I really dig the bike. La Bamba, you gotta watch it again.
A Max hit at 8. Thursday, September 25th on CineMax.
Bogus. Okay, it's a weird title, but look at the cast. Gerard Depardieu, Whoopi Goldberg. They're just great together. It's basically about this kid who has no one.
There is no father.
You mean there is no father? The boy wasn't immaculately conceived, was he?
So he makes up a big imaginary friend.
Bogus.
He's got a friend? I can't tell you anything about him because he's invisible and I can't see him.
Might sound kind of heavy.
Where are you?
Believe Harriet, and you will see.
But it's really just filled with a lot of great, funny moments.
There's a big white man in my kitchen! Get out of here!
Bogus. It's actually very real. Another Friday premiere, October 3rd, only on CineMax.
Come to the Walk of Fame here outside the Hollywood Entertainment Museum, and you've got the entire history of Tinseltown right before your eyes.
And feet.
If you get a thrill when you stand on the stars of the stars,
Then you've tuned to the perfect channel because this is CineMax.
the movie service for the movie fan.
We've got movies you want to see.
Movies you'll be waiting to see again.
Movies you'll be talking about.
Bottom line, CineMax has the most movies on premium television.
In fact, we've got so many that we show a different one every single night at 8 o'clock, 365 days a year.
We call it Max Hits at 8.
And it's followed by Max Prime at 10 with a lot of high-speed, high-action movies that have always been CineMax favorites.
A double feature every night.
365 days a year.
So if you get a kick out of strolling with the stars,
Then 1-800-258-6000 is the number to call.
and CineMax is the channel to order.
So call now.
The following movie is rated PG-13.
If you've been watching the CineMax free preview weekend, you're probably getting the CineMax picture.
You know, a different movie every night at 8.
A second primetime movie at 10.
And the most movies on paid TV.
But what you may not know is that CineMax was made to go with HBO.
So you never see the same movie at the same time on both channels.
In fact, you'll never even see the same kind of movie at the same time.
If CineMax is showing an action flick, HBO might have a big-name comedy special.
Or if CineMax has a creepy horror movie, HBO could be an original movie or series.
It'll always be something very different, so you always have two distinctly different choices.
So check out the two channels that were made to go together.
HBO
and CineMax.
Call now.
Love, war, death, survival. We've learned so much from the movies, but the most important lesson is don't mess with Mother Nature.
Welcome aboard.
Yep, it's Don't Mess with Mother Nature Week on Max Hits at 8.
Show me.
Well, we'll show a classic about animal testing.
No more experiments with animals.
One about euthanasia with the sickest movie Julia Roberts ever did.
Thank you for the nightmare.
You're welcome. One about manners, for goodness sake.
No spitting.
And, of course, one about androids. Bad androids.
I'll be back.
And good androids.
Killing innocent people makes Solo feel bad.
He isn't supposed to feel anything.
5 movies, a full week of lessons that leads to one conclusion. Whatever you do,
What the hell do you think you are doing?
don't mess with Mother Nature. Learn your lesson this week on Max Hits at 8.
We'll see who gets there first, pal.
Before you run down the wind,
Okay, guys, let's go get it.
you better know what's up.
Cow.
Pure power,
Nobody knows how a tornado works.
mega force, warp speed.
Go, 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 go!
If you think it's a game,
Where's my truck?
you're playing with your life.
There it is.
Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton,
We're going in!
Twister,
Maybe we should get off of this road.
The following movie is rated PG.
Love, war, death, survival. We've learned so much from the movies, but the most important lesson is don't mess with Mother Nature.
Welcome aboard.
Yep, it's Don't Mess with Mother Nature Week on Max Hits at 8.
Show me.
Well, we'll show a classic about animal testing.
No more experiments with animals.
One about euthanasia with the sickest movie Julia Roberts ever did.
Thank you for the nightmare.
You're welcome. One about manners, for goodness sake.
No spitting.
And, of course, one about androids. Bad androids.
I'll be back.
And good androids.
Killing innocent people makes Solo feel bad.
He isn't supposed to feel anything.
5 movies, a full week of lessons that leads to one conclusion. Whatever you do,
What the hell do you think you are doing?
don't mess with Mother Nature. Learn your lesson this week on Max Hits at 8.
Hi, I'm David Shatra.
And I'm Oni Lampley.
And you're watching the CineMax Free Open House Weekend.
Solo's the perfect soldier. If he's wounded beyond repair, we throw him away.
You got a problem?
see it? He's disarming the charges.
You blew this goddamn mission.
Something cooking in that boy's head, and we didn't put it there.
Killing innocent people makes Solo feel bad.
He isn't supposed to feel anything. He's a goddamn weapon. We have $2 billion.
Smoke him.
We've lost him.
Welcome to the jungle, said the spider to the fly.
Mario Van Peebles, Solo. This week's premiere, Friday at 8, only on CineMax.
As far back as I can remember, entertainment was all that mattered to me. Writing letters to Groucho Marx, Hollywood, California. And I just fell in love with the whole idea of Hollywood. I mean, I'd be in second grade drawing pictures of the Hollywood sign to Ray with my best, Groucho. Ray, that's me. All my life since I was a little kid, there's something about cemeteries and what happens after life. And no one could ever turn that page and explain to me what happens. No one seemed to know. Hollywood, Hollywood, Hollywood. Cemeteries, cemeteries, cemeteries. I finally found that missing link that connects the two. It's the Graveline Tour. Shall we?
You are about to view the remains of 80 of Hollywood's spooky and kooky attractions.
We now begin the Graveline Tour with Janis Joplin, who OD'd in room 105 at the Highland Gardens Hotel right here. Janis arranged a funeral party that provided music by the Grateful Dead, and all these plans for her party and her will was signed 3 days before she died. Wow. John Belushi OD'd right here at the Chateau Marmont. Why don't you take a picture? It lasts longer. In the 1939 classic, The Wizard of Oz, the Tin Man was given a heart, and you're about to see where that heart suddenly stopped ticking. In June of 1979, Jack Haley, the Tin Man, died right there in this home. And I think you have to have a sense of humor to take the Graveline Tour to begin with. People treat their friends to passes, and they're like, oh, okay, what is this thing? They don't know. Then they take the tour, and they're like, what? It's a lot of fun. You know, you meet a lot of exciting people. They're not always into it as much as I am. The Viper Room, either side of Turner's Liquor is the Viper Room. That is the canopy that River Phoenix OD'd right there and died. Welcome to Beverly Hills, former home of the great Stan Laurel, right there. Gary Cooper, Lana Turner, Sal Mineo, Jack Webb. This is the luxurious, glamorous Beverly Hills Hotel. The actor Peter Finch keeled over of a heart attack in the lobby right here. Bugsy was sitting below the bottom right-hand windows right there. The mob thought he was skimming money off the top, so they wanted to get even by killing Bugsy. The mob went up the driveway to the carport next door and shot him. There you go. I know, it's something you've probably never heard before.
It was Lyle Menendez. He and his 19-year-old brother Eric had shot their parents to death. Blasted beyond recognition.
I've had enough of that. I can't take it anymore. Anyway, then the boys went out and had cheesecake. Isn't that nice? The diabolic, sinister character actor, Peter Lorre, died right there. The same morning, he was supposed to appear in court for a divorce case with his wife. Now, what else do you want to know? Divine died right there. He was the first celebrity to ever take the tour, and now he's on it. Go figure. It's a real dream to do this. It's just, to me, a confirmation how things are meant to be. I think everything's right in place. When Humphrey Bogart passed away, Lauren Bacall had him mummified and placed in the garden. I'm kidding. If you've ever had a hearse pull up to your house every single day like clockwork, it might get on your nerves. A lot of stars start to wonder, what's going on? What's wrong with me? Is it a sign? An omen? It's the Graveline Tour. That's all.
Excuse me.
action-adventure.
No, a well-written romance is it's more than worth it.
Look, we're here at the Hollywood Entertainment Museum where an interesting hypothetical situation has come up.
Let's say there's this perfectly happy couple.
Sure, getting along extremely well.
Agree on just about everything.
Just about.
Except he likes foreign films.
And she likes action films.
He goes for Miranda Richardson.
She's more into Rutger Hauer.
He doesn't see how a car chase would really punch up the ending of Surviving Picasso.
She thinks Stephen King's Thinner is a masterpiece of 20th century literature.
No problem.
CineMax has something for both of them. So many great movies that there's a different hit movie every night at 8, 365 days a year, which we call Max Hits at 8.
So if you ever wondered why Hamlet couldn't just stop all the belly aching and kick some butt,
or why they had to dub Das Boot,
call 1-800-258-6000.
Sign up for CineMax today to make sure all those foreign films,
action movies,
keep coming even after this special preview weekend is over.
Give us a call right now.
They dubbed Das Boot?
You know, La Bamba will probably go down in history as having one of the best movie soundtracks of all time. But I also like this movie because it captures the 50s so well. I mean, the clothes, the cars, the dancing. It's so Happy Days with reality check. And I was constantly torn over which brother I liked best. The good guy Lou Diamond Phillips or bad guy Esai Morales. But in the end, I really like this movie because I really dig the bike. No, I really dig the bike. La Bamba, you gotta watch it again.
A Max hit at 8. Thursday, September 25th on CineMax.
Braveheart. Didn't think I'd like it.
How could you not like Mel Gibson?
Hey, a Lethal Weapon Mel, or Mad Max Mel, but Mel in a kilt?
Yeah, and?
Okay, I liked it. All right, I loved it. It's a great action movie.
Excuse me, it's a great love story.
Love story?
Yeah.
Remember the shot of the Scottish forces roaring down that hill? That's real action.
They call it a glen.
A glen.
Yeah, and that scene was Mel's character, William Wallace, avenging his wife's death.
Avenge! Action, see?
You're missing the point.
Oh, I get the point, all right. Warriors storming the castle, hot oil pouring down. Come on, show me the love there.
Okay, what about that scene with the princess? You could just feel how much they wanted each other.
What scene?
The scene with the princess riding off from their meeting. She's shyly checking him out. He's watching her go, you know.
Oh, yeah, that scene. Okay, I'll admit it. It's a great action film with romantic overtones.
How about a great love story with lots of action?
Braveheart. You have to see it.
A Max hit at 8. Tuesday, September 30th on CineMax.
Surviving Picasso is one of